Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Paul, and in this Short Game Typical video, we're going to be discussing AMD's graphics cards once again. Specifically, the fact that a website by the name of Foreignex has discovered 7 distinctive Vega 10 SKUs in Linux drivers, with over 100 patches discovered. Now, not just that, we also have Polaris 12 device support. Now, I find this very interesting for a number of reasons. One, the sheer immensity of the number of devices discovered with Vega 10. Once again, there are 7 of them. That is a lot. To put you into a point of comparison, Fiji has just 2. However, you also need to remember that we'll probably have some devices based on Radeon Pro, Instinct, as well as, of course, the Radeon RX series. So even so, there is still a lot of devices that, well, are there. The second thing that immediately comes to mind is Polaris 12 is listed, which isn't surprising. We know, of course, that this is probably going to be for the Radeon 500 series. We've discovered a lot of rumours and discussed those over the past few days. The too long didn't read is it's going to be essentially a lower version of even the 460. It's going to have just 640 shaders available on the graphics card. But there is one thing that's kind of missing, and it's starting to raise a few eyebrows in the tech community, and that is Vega 11. So, the roadmaps paint the picture that we're going to get, well, Vega after Polaris. And, well, that kind of is the case, but from what we understood, Vega 11 was going to be distinctly replacing Polaris, but that doesn't seem to be the case at least now. And so there are some questions which we can start asking, like, how is the 500 series and Vega linked? Now you might say to yourself, well, they're probably going to be released around the same time. Yeah, I understand that. But I want to know what the disparity is between the low-end Vega 10 device and, let's say, the RX 580. From what we understand, once again, the RX 580 is running around 100 MHz higher in terms of raw clock speed on the core than the 480. Okay, now we understand that. Isn't that going to be quite a distinct difference between the low-end Vega 10s? So it's just a bit weird, like, I don't know, I feel there should be a card in between it, and I guess that's kind of where I'm going with this. Obviously it's not Polaris 12, because, well, we know that's got 640 stream processors, at least according to the leaks and the benchmarks that have released, so it's just all a bit odd. Regardless, Vega 10 is obviously getting closer and closer and closer and closer to launch. And, well, if we do see the card appear in late April/May, and that would be Windows Defender, excuse me. I actually thought I had that on silent. Bad Paul. It does kind of tell us that there is definitely probably quite a lot we don't know yet about AMD's graphics lineup. It wouldn't surprise me if we see the high-end device, in other words Vega 10, launch first, and then perhaps in the second half of this year we see Vega 11, and perhaps it will act as like a slow, gradual fade-out for Polaris. We just don't know, which is kind of annoying, especially if you're looking to buy a graphics card and perhaps the Vegas are just too rich for your blood, but at the same time let's say the 580 just doesn't quite offer enough performance. As I said, it's not that I believe the 580s or the rebrands are necessarily bad. All manufacturers do it, and ultimately, at the very least, we have a small bump in performance. The main problem with it is obviously, well, it's not particularly exciting for that segment of the market. So, yeah, I guess for owners of the 480, you're probably not going to exactly be enthralled to buy the 580. And so, if you do have that budget, it's going to be very curious to see what AMD can release for that type of pricing. Especially as, at the moment, the 400 series, just like some of NVIDIA's GTX 10 series, have started to undergo some price cuts. Anyway, I think that's just about it for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.